Why do you ski?
Because I like it.
Why?
It's fun. That's
Yeah.
why I ski.
So I've been skating, and then I tried to ski a couple times with my mom, and I just, it's kind of hard falling on skis, but that would happen all the time. And then I tried snowboarding, and it was just a lot easier, because I already knew how to do turns and stuff on the skateboard, and then on the snowboard it just kind of came naturally.
I like snowboarding because I love to get up in the mountains, and it's kind of a nice break up from regular day-to-day activities, and it's nice to take a break and kind of relax and let your worries fly away up there.
I ski because, I've been skiing forever, so I ski because it's a lot of fun, and you get to go up with friends, and it's just a really, fun experience to have in the mountains.
I ski because I really love it. It's something I've been doing for a very long time. I've pretty much been skiing almost as long as I've been able to walk. It just kind of comes second nature to me, so I can really just have fun with it. I really like to spend a lot of time outdoors, so it's a good reason for me to be able to get outside, and especially when you live so close to the mountains and have such good access here in Denver, it's just so easy and it's so fun.
I like snowboarding because it's a great workout, and I'm not very good yet, but once I can start going kind of quickly down the mountain, it's that rush where you're just going really quickly and everything around you is just so beautiful, and then the view and the powder, it's just all kind of combines together to make it worth going.
But then what kind of influence do you think skiing has had on your life?
Positive. Shown me new places, given me good things to do in my free time, kept me physically active, kept me in places with clean air. It's all good.
Well, I feel like a true Coloradan now. That's for sure. What else can you do during the winter, honestly?
True.
For sports, I can't run during the winter or skate, so might as well do that.
I know snowboarding for sure has made me take more risks because it's such a scary thing at the beginning. Because you fall every other minute, every other second actually. And so now I'm definitely much more comfortable on the mountain, and I have a lot more confidence, and I take more risks, I'd say.
It's just given me a reason to be up in the mountains in the winter and enjoy every season of Colorado a lot. Long car trips with my dad to the mountains made us bond and stuff, and I don't know, it's just been a good growing experience.
I mean, just with just kind of that sense of really striving to be better at something. I really, when you do well, it's a blast, and it's also kind of fun to not do well sometimes and just kind of figure it out as you're going along. But I've really kind of learned from it that, you can learn with everything. It's not just, being in the classroom setting, memorizing facts about Henry VIII or something like that. It's really kind of getting better at something so you can, enjoy yourself all that much more.
It's helped me get closer to some friends like Catherine, and also helped me take chances. I mean, I'm not one to all of a sudden just do something out of the blue, but snowboarding has helped me realize that it's okay sometimes to be uncomfortable, even if it's a little scary.
What experiences and stories do you have with skiing?
I've been to Chamonix. I've been to places that are very exclusive. I've hitchhiked at Berthoud. I've hitchhiked at Loveland. I've climbed stuff without any hitchhiking. My roots are skiing in jeans at Red Lodge and then going to Bridger Bowl. But but I've seen, I've participated in the other side of that too, and more the high end thing. So I've kind of seen probably more towards the medium.
Once I went to this wedding where at the top they got married, these two friends of mine, and, well, friends of the family. And then when they were done with their vows and they said I do and everything, they skied down to the bottom in dresses and everything. There was a bride on a snowboard and a groom on skis and just going down the hill, and it was the greatest thing. Just this swarm of people behind them. It was definitely a beautiful time. It was so cool.
Yeah, my mom almost fell backwards off of the lift, so that was a scary time. And then there was a time when I was first learning, and my dad snowboards too, and he was facing up the hill trying to watch me. Second he turns around, he rammed his face right into a tree. So,
Oh my god.
yeah, that happened.
This isn't super crazy, but last time I was up in Copper, I was up with my friend Claire, and we were kind of really lost, and we ended up going, I can't remember what the lift was called, but we went up by all of the Woodward, exactly. And we had to like go down the little mini terrain areas, and it was really hard.
When I was like just learning with my friend Lexi, we like went onto this extreme terrain, and it was like a movie, and we had to find our way down. That was pretty much it.
Oh, I was once tree skiing with a friend when I was doing my competitions. We were on our team, and we were skiing through some trees, and he went off a jump and got clotheslined by a low-hanging tree. He didn't see that it was hanging over, and he ran right into it. He got clotheslined by it and broke a couple ribs. That was just a crazy experience because we got left behind as well. So I had to call ski patrol, and they had to find us because we were in the middle of the trees in this giant patch.
I remember I had just finished a really good run, and I was at the bottom of the hill, and I was about to unstrap my boot, and there was like a little hill that I didn't see, and the front of my board cut into it, and I just flew. I don't know how far I went, but afterwards everything hurt.
What is the skiing community or culture?
I think ski culture is very diverse. I think you have the very wealthy people in Aspen and Vail and Verbier and the places that that are really exclusive, and you have dirtbag backcountry skiers that are hitchhiking on the side of the road, and you have very different cultures.
I don't know, it's all just been very positive in general. I mean, I snowboard, and a bunch of people are always like, yeah, snowboarders are always the assholes, and that's really not true. We're just trying to have fun.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole community. It's just a bunch of people trying to have fun in the winter, a bunch of Coloradans trying to get together and get down a hill, and it's...
Be dorks.
You all have the same goals, yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone is just so excited to be up in the mountains and out in nature, kind of. I love that part of it. I love hiking, and so snowboarding is obviously another thing to do in the winter. And everyone is always just having such a good time and kind of coming together to do this thing that they all love.
It's very welcoming, like everyone talks to you. It's also like when you hike a lot, like everyone's really nice.
Yeah.
It's just like a nice community to be in.
Well, I've definitely encountered with I've encountered a bunch of ski bums in my day. So people that basically just live around being able to go skiing. And they have jobs, they have day jobs too, but it's really just a job that allows them to go up almost every day. I just feel like it's a really easy community to get stuck in, and it's kind of hard to get out of. But I definitely appreciate and respect the people in it, because they're always trying to, better themselves as well in their skiing.
I think think it's a good community. It's really interesting going up on the lift because you have to have 4, and if you don't have 4, you're up with a stranger, and they're all really nice. And they'll talk to you and tell you their life story because it's kind of a long ride and sometimes it stops, you know. You gotta wait for 20 minutes, but they're all pretty nice. For me, the hardest part is seeing really good snowboarders going down the mountain because then I always feel bad that I'm like in their way or something like that. And I'm on the greens or the blues, but I still feel kind of bad.
How do you think that growing up with skiing has affected you?
Like I said, it's been positive. It's kept me active, embraced the outdoors, led to other mountain sports. It's been, I don't see a downside.
I think so, because now I knew how the ski lifts work, so that was nice, and I knew what I needed, like what the mountain was, what the mountains are like and stuff, and what I would need to wear, and kind of be prepared for.
Yes, I've been skiing ever since I was 4 or 5. I can't remember a time when I wasn't skiing. Then I skied with Winter Parks Competition Center. I did on that. I did their all-terrain program where you just kind of go out and ski and try to do better. And then I wanted to get a little more competitive, so then I joined their D freestyle skiing, which means it's moguls and jumps. And that was, I feel like I learned a lot in a really short period of time with that, because the people on that team were just so great that I just got better by being around them and just telling myself these guys can do it, so I'm going to have to push myself to do it too. So it was either, do well or get left behind, and I did some competitions. I did pretty well, but there were some people on that were going pretty far with their careers in skiing, so I decided to stop that.
Do you like having started skiing later in life?
No. No, I definitely wish that I started earlier, especially because my family started earlier. So my dad and my brother started when I was about 10 or so, and they're already up doing blacks and all this fun stuff and tricks. And I'm just kind of like, if they want to do things in the park, I just kind of try to do one little jump at a time, which is awkward, and then I'm still like having fun trying to teach myself how to turn. So yeah, I definitely wish I started earlier, but I guess you could see it as a good way to start earlier also, because like then you're building that muscle early on, and then you're building that skill set early on.
Definitely. I mean, my whole family decided to go on a whim, like me and my cousins, and there were 9 of us. We all took the class together, and that was really hard. And being 15 and having to be really uncomfortable and sore like throughout the entire thing, because when you do snowboarding you just strap one foot on and then you go up and down this little baby hill, and they don't really teach you, they just make you go. And, I think it would have been nice to do it as a little kid, because then now I wouldn't feel as silly.
If you hadn't started skiing early on in life, would you have done it later?
Yes, like I did with kayaking. I was not able to do that before I graduated from college financially, and but when I had the chance, I jumped on it.
Probably not. It'd be a lot harder, to learn. I'm a good skier because I started so young, and I think if I started older, that I'd just be frustrated all the time.
I think I would have, because I really like spending time outside, and a lot of my friends do it. I probably would have started with them and been social. It's a pretty social sport, if you have the right people, if you have the right people doing it. And so I really like it because you go outdoors, and it's just fun. Sometimes there's stuff that you do outdoors that may not be as fun, like backpacking at times can kind of suck, but skiing pretty much the whole time is always fun, and I just really like to have fun in the outdoors.